thing is, I told Thurman, I says, a couple of series before, I said, okay, Thurman, we need a big run out of you here. We need an 80-yard touchdown. He says, bull, not that far.
Thurman Thomas could go.
Well, hello once again. I'm Ed Kilgore. Welcome to Sports Extra. No, it wasn't a blowout this time, but it was far from a letdown by the Bills against 14.5-point underdog New England. With the Bills' defense containing the Patriots' offense for the most part, the Bills' offense kind of stayed a little bit conservative, didn't turn the ball over, and the 14-0 win puts the Bills at 9-1, and that puts a lot of heat on the 8-1 Dolphins as they have to beat the LA Raiders tomorrow night at home to keep pace with the Bills in the AFC East. Now, Bills starting right guard John Davis is here. He's going to join us live in just a few minutes to talk about the win. Something else we're going to talk about, Dexter Manley. Now, we should find out tomorrow that Manley has been reinstated by NFL Commissioner Paul Tagliabue. We should also expect to find out the Washington Redskins will waive the former All-Pro who had been sitting out under the quote, lifetime suspension for substance abuse. Now, there's speculation that the Dolphins are very interested in signing Manley, who is reportedly in good shape and one of the NFL's top pass rushers prior to his suspension. Now, this leads to tonight's telepoll question. If available, should the Bills try to sign Dexter Manley? If you think yes, they should. 4,720 on hand, only 144 no-shows on a cool but sunny day. After stopping the Patriots on their first possession, the Bills take over on their own 35. Now it's 3rd and 4. Jim Kelly goes to Andre Reed. Reed with some good moves despite playing on that sore ankle. Not 100%, but this play covers 25 yards. That was the only catch by a wide receiver of the day. At least Andre, the only one to catch him. Now Thomas hits the right side of the Patriots defensive line for 9. Then from the 9, Thomas goes left again. Now watch Howard Barrel. He doesn't quite get out in front as he hits his own guys, but it's still going to be 4 yards for Thomas anyway, as he's able to duck between a couple Patriots and get down close, gets down to the 5-yard line. And then that same play again. Now watch the house this time. He gets out in front and makes the final block. Thomas goes in at 7-0 as the Bills get off to another quick start.
We've been taking our first drive going down and score, and teams are kind of surprised at that because usually we're 1, 2, 3 and out. We're punting the ball, but I don't think we didn't really think it was going to be that easy because, like I said, New England has a lot of talent on their defensive side of football.
So the Bills marched 65 yards on their first possession. However, as Thurman says, it was not going to be easy, and nobody knew it at the time. But the key point of the game really came early in the second quarter. After Mark Wilson's 29-yard pass to fullback George Adams, that put the ball down at the 1-yard line as the Patriots had a 1st and goal. But then an illegal motion penalty puts the Patriots back at the 6. Now here Marvin Allen, it looks like he's trapped for the big loss. Talley misses him, but he turns it into a 2-yard gain. 2 more runs get it to the 1, and the Patriots call time and decide to go for it on 4th down. And Ray Bentley makes the key play. He says he knew this play was coming.
When they come out of the huddle, you could tell they were going to run just by looking at them.
I mean, it was that obvious that they were giving away the play that much?
It was to me, but I'm not the layman either. I study a lot of film, and I've been in that situation before. But, yeah, it was obvious to me that they were going to run every time.
That's poor playing and execution on our part. We had 5 tries, actually, and didn't put in the end zone. I think we might have had a -2 yards with 5 tries, and that's not good at all. You got to be able to punch the ball in the end zone when you get that close.
Any second thoughts when you had 1st and goal down there and you got stopped at 4th down?
None at all.
Tell you what, you have to feel a little bit sorry for Rod Russ, the kind of season the Patriots are going through. Now, the Bills' offense would get a little more conservative as the game progressed because of the low score, and the Bills just missed connections on a couple big plays on their next offensive series. Now, 2nd down from his own 17, and Kelly airs it out for James Lofton. You watch, Lofton has Ronnie Lepet beaten, but the throw is a little strong this time.
I had him beat, but, Jim has a really strong arm, and you can never predict what way the wind is going to be blowing here, and it's probably blowing a little bit differently 30 yards above the field than it is right down there on the ground. So the ball took off a little bit, and I wasn't able to catch up to it.
Now, the next play, 3rd and 8. The Bills catch the Patriots in a safety blitz, and a flanker reverse to Don Beebe picks up 23 yards and the 1st down. Then on the next play, time for the flea flicker, and this time again it's close, but no sale.
Yeah, if we could have reversed the passes on those two plays, I'd have walked away with 2 touchdowns, but I'll settle with it the way that the game turned out today.
Now this drive continues. Remember, it started at the 1. Kelly hits Andre Reed again. This play turns into a 31-yard gain. Eventually, Scott Norwood lines up supposedly an automatic 30-yard field goal, but it's wide left and a long drive nets nothing.
I think what we didn't get was and it's to take nothing away from them, I just don't think we had quite the big play strike that we had in the past ourselves.
While the Bills' offense had troubles against the Patriot defense, the Bills' defense managed to overcome a surprisingly gutsy game from quarterback Mark Wilson, who's been under a lot of fire in the Boston area. Now, next to Bentley's hit on the goal line stand, the biggest hit of the game comes late in the second quarter as Wilson goes for Irving Fryer on 3rd and 12. Listen to this hit now. Fryer motionless for several minutes after the hit from John Hagee.
A big part of anybody's game to be a tough guy and go out there and try and hit hard and everything, but I was really happy to see that he was okay because, you know, like I said, I've had an injury early in my career that, you know, you never want to see anybody get hurt, and especially anything that's serious.
Cornelius Bennett with a big day, but one sack he thought he had on Wilson didn't quite turn out that way. No in the grasp on this play.
Well, you only hate it when it happens, like today it happened to me, and I do hate it as of today, but, you know, probably come back tomorrow because I don't want to see anybody get hurt. I told the referee after that, I said, I'll get him the next time. I said, I'll make sure he's down, but I won't try to hurt him.
Well, the Bills still up 7-0 in the fourth quarter. Bruce Smith almost comes up with the first interception of his career. Bruce with his 11th sack, a good all-around game. Of course, Cornelius Bennett with 8 tackles. He was in on 3 others and had, again, a sack, his 3rd of the season. Now, after the game, both Wilson and Fryer admitted to me that part of their offensive game plan was to go at James Williams, who was making his first NFL start at that left cornerback spot in place of the injured Kirby Jackson. Kirby did not dress. Now, part of the time it worked, although here on the final drive for the Patriots, this ball is apparently trapped by Fryer, but the replay does not overrule it. So the drive is still alive, and then Wilson decides to go for the bundle, but Williams makes a great play here with the interception.
No, he was back. He just made a good play. You know, he came down with the ball. I think we could have just as easily come down with the ball, but he came down with it. And it's kind of indicative of the way things have gone.
So the Bills take over at the 20, and on the first play, there he goes. Thurman Thomas hits the big hole on the right side, breaks the tackle, gets a block from the hustling James Lofton. The 80-yarder, the longest of his career.
Usually that play doesn't cut back all the way to the right side, but it's supposed to stay on the left side, but the hole was so big I just had to do it.